Hello, everyone. My talk is just a little career and work. Okay. We live in a society that connects career with value or money with value. Okay. We are addicted to and I say we, like it's just the American way. It's taught like, what do you do for work? Like, what's your career? Who are you? Right. And so it's understanding that the work that we're doing is and I'm going to be transparent. This is what my goal is. Okay. And you run it through each of your bodies to see if it resonates and if it's your goal, because it might be different and that's okay. Right. Is to remind ourselves that we are more than our career or our work. Right. It's an extension of who we are, it's our manifestation on this planet of work that feels fulfilling and meaningful. Right? For me, I'm trying to make the world a nicer, kinder place, right? Where there's enough for everyone, right? That's my goal, is to right size everyone. Okay. But when we connect value to our work, self-esteem to our work or our career or our money, that gets a little lopsided if I get laid off or if I don't earn what I thought I was going to, right? Or it gets lopsided of when I am successful and why can't these people just pull themselves up by their bootstraps, right? Or I have achieved the things. And it is this dynamic that my goal is to free us from, because this, seeing your value as unconditional, no more and no less than anyone else, allows resource and connection and abundance for everyone. Okay. And so that's my invitation to you to feel in and see what you'd like for some coaching today. And so you can put up your hands, you can raise your hands, physical or the raise your hand button, or you can put your name in the chat and I can just follow the order. Okay. Sometimes there's this like, oh, there's not enough time, or, oh, someone else's stuff is more important than me. Just need you to take care of you, right? You're as valuable. There's enough time. I am here and I'm here to serve you. Okay. Anyone who would like to go? So nice to see you. Let's just take this in. I'm just going to change my view to gallery. I'm still being recorded, only me, with your voice in the back. Okay. Some people have written in the chat like their question, and then I just answer the chat so they can keep their voice private. It's totally fine. So I'm just going to invite other people. Where are you from? Where are you in right now? I want to make sure that people know that we're just not in Boston, Mass. It's really amazing. I've had people coming from all over the globe. Lisbon, New York. Okay. New York City. Okay, great. Thank you. Christina.
I'm not sure that this is within the this was open and relationships and now it's work and
It was open and affirming,
open and affirming and
which
now
was
it's
basically like everyone is welcome, right? Because Thursday night's BIPOC only. So I've switched it to career and work, and somehow miraculously, registration went up.
yeah, it makes it
So,
tangible.
yeah.
Um, so I just got off a career-oriented call.
Mhm.
Um, and I had a moment at the end where I raised the question and the answer was valid, like it resonated with me. The answer was you're struggling with your goals and being satisfied with achieving any of them because you're not celebrating them. Got that? I know that that's true.
Mhm.
And then I asked the question, I said, well, I'm going to put in the Facebook group because I came to a blank, like, well, how would I celebrate it? Like, how would I celebrate a win?
Mhm.
And I to me, it's even disheartening that I'm asking myself that question. So I put in the chat, I said, I'm going to put in the Facebook group asking people how they celebrate, like a child who doesn't know how to play, like, how do you play? Like, how do
Yes.
you play? I don't know how to play. Can you tell me what you do?
So I'm going to
And this
pause you.
person, okay,
Okay. Is that okay? Because I just
yeah,
want to get to the nugget.
there. And then I have one, I don't want to lose this thing though,
Uh-huh.
but
Go
yeah.
ahead. I'm going to, yep.
And
Don't
then
know how to celebrate. Anyone else know? You can like raise your hand or like a heart emoji. Like, okay, women are not taught that. Okay, go ahead.
really,
People of
really,
color are
really,
not taught that. Go ahead.
really, really struggling with it. And my thought, and so this person who was moderating said, well, let's stop. And I appreciate it. They said, let's just stop and let's all celebrate. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And her version of celebrating was, let's all jump up and down and like, woo. And I'm going, I don't want to do that.
Mhm.
Number one, it's mixed genders on the call, and I'm not wearing a bra. So I don't feel like flapping around in front of everybody. Number
Yeah,
one,
I
to
love
be
it.
honest with you,
Yeah.
okay, like since we're all here and
Yes.
but like,
Yes.
and what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I don't
Yes.
want to say that. Like there are men on the call, and I don't want to be like, I don't, one.
Yes.
And two, she kept insisting. And so I got a pillow and I danced around. But I also don't want to be told what to do with my body.
Yes.
Shut
How
the
to
fuck up.
celebrate. Yes. Okay. Now just pause. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
still so
Everyone know who's
activated.
driving the bus right now? Okay.
I'm so mad.
I know. Pause. Breathe. Remember the roots. Okay. Let it drain out of you so that it does not burn through you. Use it as fuel. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with the facilitator. What's this data telling me? Okay. Where do you feel the anger? And so, everyone else, this is an opportunity you feel into your body. We hear each other, these are gifts that we all can take. Okay. So, this all relates to everyone. So, you want to look into you to see what's happening in your body because it's telling you data. Christina, where do you feel that anger in your body?
I just feel like I want to blow my head. Like I feel like I just want to like radiate like a really loud voice and angry. I just feel like I'm radiating anger. And
Yes.
to be dismissed like, no, 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 we're going to do it this way. This is how you celebrate. I'm like, you look ridiculous. And I know that that is me going,
This is how you celebrate. Nope, you're not. You're uncomfortable. Oh, that's because you're playing small. I know better than you what to do with your body to celebrate, right? So, this is why it's so pervasive. This crossing of boundary, this telling everyone what they need to do with what's coming up for them. It's so pervasive, right? And you're in charge of your body, right? The thing is, you want to protect these little ones, okay? But not by blowing out someone else and shrinking them down. Can't believe she made us do this. That was ridiculous. Everyone's like, rah, rah, rah. Right? Right? That's why it's so scary to celebrate your win. Story and make up, see how it lands, is because you weren't taught to. Oh, so full of yourself, right? How dare you make other people uncomfortable by celebrating your wins, right? That's patriarchy. Okay. Or white body supremacy of like the supremacy thinking of like, oh, you think you're better than your everybody else. That's why you're celebrating. Okay. So that's the one, which is a little different than how, right? So then that ruined the experience of I want to celebrate, but I don't want to celebrate like you're telling me, right? I want to just very slowly put it in a way that's very graceful and for me to represent the sweetness of it, right? But they were somewhere else. They were driving their teenager. Their teenager was driving. Does that make sense? So with anger, I'm going to do this because I'm fucking pissed too. Don't tell me how to live my life. Anything you have to twist. So when anger comes up, we don't have to. I invite you to harness it so you can use it and you stop using your body and burning the fuck out. Okay. So if you have a towel, a sweatshirt, something, I invite you. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna invite Christina, but I want all of you to do it too because story I make up, these are all people of color, even though one person is white passing. Okay. Is like, we all have been a little for a very long time. Okay. So you got to let it out like a pressure cooker so we don't blow out our nervous system. Okay. So you're going to focus all of that energy, that rage, out of your body into the thing that you're twisting. And you're going to twist it to a maximum and you're going to pause and you're going to bare your teeth. And maybe, Christina, you have something to say and you can say it on your side without the mic on here so we don't get scared. Okay. Invite everyone to say something or growl. Oh, don't tell me how to live my life. And then you let it go very slowly. Then you put your hands down in your lap and you wait. We wait because the nervous system is very quick to react and takes time to calm down. Any changes now, Christina?
It's a very satisfying exercise.
Mm-hmm. Notice your body. What do you feel?
I don't feel like I'm vibrating anymore.
Mm-hmm. Do you
I
feel
just feel,
anything in your body?
do I feel anything in my body? I feel my throat where I just screamed into the ether on mute.
Mm-hmm. I feel sadness behind my eyes.
Hmm.
So I want us to twist again. Okay. So what we're going to do this time is pause and go, is there something that I wish I could have said to somebody at some point around either how I want to celebrate myself or that I deserve celebration or being seen or okay? And then you're going to say it in your little Zoom square with the mute, everyone, okay? And we take the thing and we twist, okay? And then you slowly let it go and you let it settle. I'm going to move on, Christina, okay? Because I think this brought up something. Is that okay?
Thank you.
One of the reasons why there's so much rage is we have had to learn collectively to tolerate boundary crossing after boundary crossing after boundary crossing, particularly for women, particularly women of color, how to do it in our bodies and with whom. Okay? So sometimes it can be scary to take control over our lives because we haven't had that experience. And we might have been taught that we don't know exactly what we're doing and how. So now as we move to another person, I want to invite everyone to take a sip of water. We're going to kind of cleanse our palate for each little mini coaching. Okay. I really appreciated, Christina, what you brought because this was the charge that I'm going to use to harness this group. And I know you're going to be able to do that. I want you to be able to harness it, but that's why I kind of paused because for you to do that. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. Who's next? Whitney.
Hello. So I'm in a space, career slash job wise, where I'm in transition, and I've been in the same field 14 years, and made the choice to step away from it. There's definitely
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot of resonating around, like a lot of reflection with um, value and just what it's meant to always have a steady job, but there's also a celebration in, making the choice to do that at the time where it came up. So just it's like the constant battle of, or the balance of those two things, and the best way to continue to move forward and trust myself to figure out what is next.
Who has been a time of transition? How does that feel, Whitney, to see everyone's hands up, right? Because we've been taught, what I haven't heard yet is a question, okay? But I'm going to come back to you because I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to push you here, okay? We've all been taught from a very young age, indoctrinated in the school systems. This is how we do it. We follow the rules, we work really hard, we put money in our 401k and we get a job and blah, 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 blah. And this is how, and we retire. But what we see is that's not working. Okay. So there's no playbook of what to do, right? So as we have the opportunity to go, actually, what do I want to do for my work, career, my life, right? Our bodies are our business. Literally. If I had a choice between my, everything that I know versus $1 million, I would choose everything I know because I know my body can build a business. The money's not the solution. It's just a manifestation. My body is my business. Does that make sense? What's your question, Whitney, as you're discerning?
I guess it's around figuring out how to listen to me, and I guess better facilitate it, or get into the consistency of what it is to sort of tune things out and listen in, and how to best, do that or continue to do that. Because I do feel like it's happening.
I want to know what I want. Was that now I want you to just feel into your body, everyone else too. What do I want? Okay. And notice where you feel that in your body. Again, as women, we are not taught to follow what we want. We are taught to please and to serve and to be picked. Whitney, where do you feel that longing? What do I want?
Chest.
Okay, put your hand there. Other people can if you, or wherever you feel it in your body, the other people on the call. What's the emotion in your chest?
There's fear, uncertainty. Those are probably the most present, or at least like ones that I can feel right now.
Is there sadness?
There is some sadness, like loss.
Grief. Yes.
Grief.
Right. Okay. So fear, grief. What was the second one?
Sadness. I mean, sorry.
Confusion or
fear and uncertainty.
Uncertainty. Okay. Okay. So those three. Now I want you to go, who's driving this bus? Little one, tween, teenager. This is the same process for everybody. Whitney, who's driving your bus?
Tween.
Anyone else?
Teen.
Anyone else?
Has to be a little of everyone.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
behind the wheel.
Yes, absolutely. And this is the case for all of us, right? The reason why identifying who's driving the bus is because it tells you how to regulate each of them, because there's a different need that each of them have that they didn't get because we live in a society that does not allow it. Might not be the right one. Oh, no, that's not it. I'm getting the link. Christina's asking for the little ones. See if you can get in, okay? All right. So the wounded child is always somehow connected because the wounded child is the one that gives us the worldview, the complete programming, okay? And then the tween and the teenagers are the ones that are living it out, okay? Because they have a little bit more agency developmentally, okay? So for your tween, is usually belonging. Okay. And then the teenager has internalized how they were parented and the beliefs in the society in which they were raised. Okay. So may I just offer some suggestions on how to soothe your little ones? Okay. So I want you to imagine, like we started with the image. So your little one's in your lap, your tweens across from you, and your teenagers next to you. Okay. With the little one, you just very gently hold them and be like, it's okay to not know. However you feel is okay. I'm here for it. I got so much capacity because I'm filled with this connection to my source. Okay. I'm here and I am not going to neglect you and I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to follow and attune to you and love you no matter what. Because you are precious to me. You are a gift on this planet. There's no one else like you. And you're no more special than anyone else either, sweetheart, but you are mine. And that is amazing. Okay. The reason why I say this is sometimes our little ones are taught they're specialer. Okay. And so it's, no, you are perfect for me. No more and no less than anybody else's little ones for them. You fully claim them. Okay. And then for your tween, you are perfect as you are. Your skills, your interests are valuable, and it's data for me to attune to so we can figure out what thing we're going to create together that lands you in a place that values you and stops trying to diminish your brilliance. You belong with me. Do not look to anybody else. You remind your little one, only look to me. You remind your teen, only look tween. You only look to me for your belonging. I will never demean you, diminish you, ostracize you, abandon you. Never. Okay? And then to your teenager, thank you so much. You have tolerated such intense work environments. You've gotten us to this place. You swallowed a lot of crap, right? Thank you so much for doing that for survival because we needed to pay the bills. Thank you. And it makes total sense that you're like wanting this and also scared, wanting this and also scared. It makes total sense. And it makes total sense that there's grief here too because of all the time lost and all the heartbreak and all the betrayal. You hired me to do this job and you really don't want it done? Right? DEI work. Okay. And then you say, I am driving the bus now, the functional adult, and I need you to stop criticizing these little ones so I can continue driving because it's dysregulating. It's very distracting. You're like fighting in the back and I can't keep on track. Okay. So please chill the fuck out. I got this. The goal is not perfection. The goal is that we make one decision and we gather data, and that's going to inform not our value, not our brilliance, not that we made the right decision. We're going to make a decision and collect the data on what's the next step or adjustment. Okay? Only look to me for your value, not to a job, not to a career path, not to your boss, not to your bank account, nothing. Only look to me. Okay? Whitney, how's your body doing with all of this now?
Feels energized.
Mhm.
More sense of calm and assurance for
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm. So I'm going to give you the suggestion I give every single person I work with who are looking for what to do next with their work. I want you to go through all of your jobs in your mind, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to use every single work experience and identify what you liked about it. And you want to be concrete. I liked the money, this amount of money. I liked that I didn't have to commute, or I liked the travel. I liked the right? And everything that you hated, I want you to take it and flip it. So if there was a company that did not value you, they undermined you, then it's, I work with people who value me and support me. I work with people who elevate each other. So what you're going to do is you're going to use every single experience from every work experience, and you're going to like go through for all of the data. You're going to mine it and go, okay. And you're going to create a list stated in the positive, and in the current moment, I work in a place that values me. The people are diverse, whatever it is that you need. Okay. The compensation is in this range. Here are the benefits package, right? What you're doing is you're creating your job description for you. What we've been taught from a very young age is we look around, partner included, right? Who's out there and how can we imagine working at this company? How do I convince them that I'm the right fit, right? You want them to convince you that they're the right fit. So what you do is when you see the opportunities, you pull out your list of your ideal work environment and your ideal work situation because you know exactly your gifts, okay? And you compare, does it have these things? Okay? Knowing that it's not going to be perfect in every single place, but you having a blueprint for your ideal work situation is going to get you closer and closer to what you need and what you want finally. Does that make sense? So everyone, consider that too, okay? Including if you're in a job that you're not happy with, continue writing it down because I'm going to tell you, I've worked with people and I've just helped them change their relational dynamic at work, and they've switched it completely. So this does not mean you need to leave your situation. It could be that you are feeding into it. Does that make sense? Thank you. So just take a drink, orient, move your body if you want to. You don't have to. Who's next?
Hello.
Hi, Judy. This is Tia.
Oh, oh, weird. Hi. So I think I'm just like in this weird stage. And I'm gonna sound crazy, but
She's
I
not
think
going to sound crazy. Go ahead.
I think for me, I know like where I feel like I'm supposed to be in life and really what I should be doing. And basically, I just don't feel like I need to be working. I feel like for me, I'm a person who connects with people, and I burn out really easily on like the jobs that I've had. So like every job, it's like maybe I'll start out where I love it and I think I'm doing really well, and then like months later, I'm just like I'm over this, or like I'm not feeling it like I was before.
Mhm.
And then last year I got into the travel industry and I really understood like that's what I want to do. But so I'm a travel agent, but I want to travel and I want to help people travel. And I don't want to necessarily like work, if you will.
Mhm.
Like I just want to travel and like inspire people and encourage people to do that outside
Mhm.
of like, working 9 to 5 or certain hours to do that. So I think I have such a hard time because what I'm doing now, it just doesn't align with where I want to go. And I
Mm.
honestly have no idea how to get to where I want to be. A part of me really wants a mentor, like all of me actually really wants a mentor, but I just don't know how to find a mentor. And I almost just feel like there's like I know the big picture of where I need to be or where I want to be. I just have no idea how to get there. And it's
Mhm.
so frustrating because day in and day out, I'm always just like, I have these dreams and I have these visions and I'm like,
Mhm.
that's for me, but I just can't do that. Like I just can't.
So pause.
Yeah.
Did she sound crazy? Who else doesn't want to work? You can raise your hand. Give her a little love.
Well,
Okay.
it's like I
same,
have to
same.
work.
I know, right? Okay, so that part of you that's like, I don't know how to get from this to the place that I want, or, where do you feel it in your body?
I really feel it in my heart because it
Okay.
breaks my heart. My heart is
Okay.
broken.
Put your hand there. Heartbreak. What's the emotion?
Sadness.
Anything else?
Honestly, a little bit of disappointment
In.
in me.
Okay. Good. Anything else?
I think in general, a little bit of frustration.
Okay. Who's driving?
I think everybody, my teen, I'm a wounded child, my tween.
Okay. So again, I wanted to invite you to remind you, fill up your body with light and warmth. The reason is because everyone has access to their source. You got to stop accessing the source on social media of what it's supposed to look like. When I say you, I mean me. Right? I'm like comparing, like, oh my God, their house is so organized.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
We have been indoctrinated from a very young age on what life is supposed to be like. So when it doesn't match, we're down on ourselves like this, that we're worthless, right? Rather than looking for the data. So as you fill up, you surround yourself with that light and warmth, right? Your circle size is the same as everyone else. I want you to look down at your little ones. They're all driving, right? You look at your littlest and you're just like, oh my God, you are precious. I love you so much. I'm here to protect you from neglect and abuse and to get your needs met and to help you understand what your wants are and what your gifts are. I'm going to attune to that and I'm going to love you no matter what. Okay? To your tween, only look to me, just like this little one's only looking to me. Only look to me for your belonging and your sense of success and ability and capability. Okay? There is part of you that does not want to put in. So anything I say, right? I don't have the rule book. So you want to feel it through your body. And if this doesn't resonate, you just push it like Amazon package, wrong address, okay? Tween, hard work is part of this process, including failing or looking embarrassed, right? Like, oops, my maxi pad leaked. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, living is a little messy, right? You should be like, it's not a big deal. But we got to keep doing it, right? Because you're capable of putting in that work, because that work is actually part of this strengthening your muscle, okay? And pushing past that resistance of like, oh my God, this is too hard. The functional adult is here to go, I know it's hard and you're worth it. Keep going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you tell your tween, it's not going to be shiny and pretty at the beginning. But when it is, it's going to be sweet as fuck. Okay? And then you tell your teenager, I'm so proud of you. And you're not disappointing anyone. We are still finding our way. But I need you to stop instilling so much fear that everything has to be exactly perfect for it to be worth it for you. Because it makes us frozen. And you tell your teenager, I'm here now. I'm the one you've been waiting for. I will find a coach or a mentor or something, but I need you to very clearly understand something, teenager. Firm, functional adult voice. I am the one you've been waiting for. What we're going to do next is to figure out who you really are, because you have been scared and you have been lost for a really long time. So the big thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to focus on creating safety inside. How does that feel?
Yeah, that feels good.
Does it resonate? The safety
It
inside
does.
part? Okay.
100%. I think I've being lost. I think that's something that
Anyone else feel lost? Go ahead.
so
Yes.
yeah.
Breathe. Where do you feel this now?
I don't know. I feel like a little less like I guess tension in my heart and
Mhm.
feel better.
My suggestion is I want you to frolic with your little ones. Any imagination of like traveling or what you're doing, I want you to imagine with your little ones and go,
Yeah.
you're not lost anymore. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long. And I'm so excited to build a life with you now. I just got chills down my back.
Mm.
I just got chills. So here's what's coming in. This is generational. Everyone breathe, okay? This is generational. And so what you do is you connect to your roots, your ancestors, right? Enslaved people, is that part of your history, Tia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you do is in your body, you go, I am committed to creating safety in this temple. I will not abuse it. I will not misuse it. And I will not demean it. I know it's scary to put myself out there, but I, functional adult Tia, am going to be very careful who I allow into this relationship with me. And I'm going to make sure that they're going to take such good care of me and the relationship and value me all the ways that I deserved and generationally back. How does that land?
Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know if I connect with that fully. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, something good to think about, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
Thank
like in your daydreams, bring them in, okay?
Yeah.
And just remind them, you're not lost. I've got you now. I'm so sorry it took me so long. You want to feel the feelings and let it come through you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for bringing that for us. Such a gift. Take a drink of water. I have watermelon lemonade smoothie. Freeze your watermelon, mix it up with lemonade. You will say thank you, Judy, and I will say you're welcome. Anything else before we go to the last? Oh, dear. Kat, do you have something?
I am the last.
You don't have to if you want to.
I don't really think, I feel like with Whitney and Tia sharing, that was good. What you said, in response to them, because I am also in transition, and I think I found a pathway. However, stress, money still exists. And I'm used to following one path and still trying to break through a path that's unknown. So I came today originally to just kind of talk about that. But I think the idea of creating a safety inside is something that I'm not doing.
Yes.
To be able to, I guess, not move forward, but just, humble
Move.
forward.
Yeah. Right. And so, especially in Black and brown bodies who didn't have welcome or safety in the environment around them when you leave the home, and maybe sometimes some people in the home too, is we don't trust, right? We don't relax and ease into who we really are and feel comfortable in our bodies because we are constantly criticized or policed or whatever, right? And so the most important thing right now is create safety to go, if we make a thing that we think it's a mistake, it's not a mistake, nothing wrong with you, right? But don't puff yourself up like, nothing wrong with you. You just want to be like, nothing wrong with you. What did we learn from this? Right? Like if you had a sports coach, which I didn't, if you had like a teacher that you like was safe, right? Be that and go, hey, what'd you learn? Don't beat yourself up. That's not helpful, right? And what'd you learn? Right? And then create that safety so that your nervous system can relax enough to actually access joy. You don't need that, should be there all the time, right? And so what I love about these groups is I never know who's going to show up. Thank you so much for showing up. And anytime we come together, whoever shows up, there's a reason for this configuration. Okay. So I want you to like kind of let yourself digest and marinate and go, what did I, what is it for me? What is mine to use? Okay.